What's up YouTube, it's Dish back at the end of the video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over this vehicle which was released officially for in-store sale today, October 31st of 2025. And the reason I got this car is because I have like 3 dream cars in life as of today. The Ford RS200, the Ariel Atom V8, and the Pagani Zonda Cinque. And so naturally when Traxxas released the RS200, I was like, I kind of feel like I got to get it because dream car, you know. So I did. And now I'm going to do an unboxing video. Where I bought this from was the RC Hobby Shop in Houston. And they got 4 in. Actually, here's the box panels. I got a nice translucent Ford emblem with the officially licensed stuff. Nice picture of the front. Here's the side panel. Comes with a 3S system, but a 2S battery with USB charger. Let me help you zoom in. It says with included 2S LiPo battery, and then 3S is with optional 3S LiPo battery sold separately. We'll do 55. The ESC does come with the cooling fan, which is nice. Running the Traxxas motors on 3S, sometimes they get a little bit toasty, especially the speed controllers especially. They need the ESC fan. But the motors can. It comes with the clipless battery mounting tray. It has a center diff. That's really cool. A center diff. Traxxas is not great. Ultra shocks. Metal gears steering servo. That's nice. And all steel planetary gears. Also nice. Extra information. Here's this other box panel. And then there's the top of it, with the Ford Motorcraft, Hello Lights, and Speedline. I think that's wheels. I'm not up to spec on all my stuff. Anyway, I bought this from RC Hobby Shop in Houston. I was saying that earlier. And they got 4 of these. This was their display model that they had shown like sitting out on the desk for a week. But they sold all 3 other models today. And then I called and asked if they had this vehicle in stock. They said they did. And this was the last one they had in stock. They sold all 4 of them today. So they didn't, and I was talking to the guy there. He goes, yeah, we didn't expect to sell all 4 of them in one day. So I am glad that I called when I did, because they kind of put it aside for me. Your standard Traxxas TQI with the link enabled, but doesn't come with it. I have the link module in my Traxxas Stampede 4x4 VXL, the old version. So if I do need to adjust parameters, I can go ahead and throw it in here. This is the quick start guide. This is the quick start guide. And so, according to Mark Santamaria's video on this vehicle, this is a smaller pinion, not a larger pinion. So this is better for running on like dirt and not dirt, running on like grass, so you don't overheat the electronics. There's your charger. I don't see a USB in here. Here's just a bunch of shock preload spacers. This is your warranty information, and it looks like you got a little bit of a sticker sheet right there. Here is the Traxxas battery. Yeah, 25C, honestly, for a 3500 milliamp hour, that's not bad, but just in general, a 25C discharge rate is kind of low. So that's why I don't like to use Traxxas batteries. They lack the nice punch you get from pretty much every other battery I've ever used. And now for the vehicle. So obviously I don't have to cut any zip ties for the vehicle because they did that at the store, since this was the display model. And the plastic has already been ripped off. So, like, literally ripped off. They just ripped it all the way down the center. And then unfolded it kind of like a book. But yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like Traxxas very easily could have made, like, one of these vents real. But in doing that, they most likely would have really weakened the Lexan body. So I understand why they didn't. It seems very 10th scale sized for this vehicle. Whoop, yeah, camera's turning. Which, if you know that anything about this vehicle, you'll know that it's actually quite a small vehicle in real life, as it was made for competing in Group B Rally. And well, what's a way to make a vehicle light? Make it small. If it's not large, it can't be super heavy. It's kind of like the logic there. Plus, it also makes them more nimble since the distance between the center point, which is where the car is turning around, and the wheels is closer together, so your car can turn and change direction faster, which is also very useful for rally. So even though this is called like a mini rally, it's pretty accurately sized for the vehicle. Here is a Traxxas Rustler for comparison in size. And as you can see, it's not a whole lot smaller. Like, let me get the body off really quick so we can show you the wheelbase. So it's the clipless body mounting system. There's 4 pins on two on each side, and a nice rally block style. That feels like it's going to wear down super fast. It's super grippy and soft. Like, the tire itself is hard, but the lateral grip feels really soft. So it feels like if you drive it on concrete a lot, you're just going to shred the tires. There's the body. There's the nice cage inside of it. Here is the LED lights, which do not come plugged in from the factory, but they are available to be plugged in because there's the lead. It's the Traxxas 2075X Metal Gear servo. Okay, so that is their upgraded 10th scale servo, which is nice. So there you go. Now you can get a general feel for how it compares size-wise to the Rustler, which I know it's not the Slash, but the Slash is probably like, this is where the wheelbase is compared to the Rustler. It's a bit bigger of a vehicle. So yeah, here's the wheelbase and there's the wheelbase. So it's a little bit smaller, which makes sense. Ooh, here we go. Here is another mini 1/10 scale vehicle. Let's see how they compare. This is the Rolarlo Omni Terminator, and they advertise this as a mini 1/10 scale monster truck. I don't actually know what scale it is, but as you can see, the wheelbase on the RS200 is slightly larger. The center of the wheels in the back are lined up now, and you can see the center of the front wheels is the larger wheelbase on the RS200, which is really cool. Okay, let's put you up. I'm not going to do like a massive drop test, as this is a rally car, not a monster truck. And this is my first rally car, but the only reason I got it is because it's the RS200 and it's like one of my dream cars. Okay, this is something I just noticed. The front suspension is significantly softer. Like you can see, the spring rate in the back is firmer, like it's a higher spring rate than it is in the front. So the fronts are softer springs. And you can see that the droop is returning to a full droop in the back faster than in the front. So that's how you know. Let's see. It's pretty well packaged. It's got like the nice honeycomb chassis, which a lot of the MJX vehicles use. The bumpers are quite good in the back. The front one is very firm. It doesn't feel like it really is going to absorb much impact at all. The capacitors now have a cover over them with the new generation of Traxxas Velineon systems. Let's get the battery out and see how it fits. And then while I get this thing started charging, I will look for a 3S battery, and I can go out and get the speed runs done on this thing. And that'll be all for this video. Extra rubber band, free. Warnings, you can blow up a LiPo battery. Yep, that's nothing new. Okay, so on the 2S, you do have a little bit of extra width here, probably 1/4 of an inch that you could fit a slightly wider battery. Okay, and it also comes with this spacer here that is pre-installed on the battery tray or battery latch. And if you remove that, you can run about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 inch taller battery. All right, so let me pause the video, get that charging, and while I get that charging, I'm going to see if I can find a 3S that I already own. Wait, sorry. I'm going to open the goodie bag and just see what all comes in here. Okay, it's just numbers. That's all the stickers you get. Warranty information. What to do if your model breaks. Is that all that's in here? No, actually, there's more stuff in here. Oh, it's a bunch of part numbers. That's what's in the back here. Oh, actually, you get exploded views with this car. That's cool. I'm glad I stopped and opened this manual. Most Traxxas vehicles, you don't. That's super cool. Oh, wow. Even the body has a lot of exploded view to it. Okay, that's really cool. Oh yeah, here you go. You can really see how grippy those tires are. They do not like to slide sideways. Body, shock spacers, tools. I'll add those to my collection of tools. Pinion gear. It looks to be 32 pitch, and it's a 20 tooth. Nice to have an extra pinion gear. I'll add that to my collection of pinion gears. The USB-C charger. It doesn't come with a cord, but everybody should have USB-C because literally every phone in the world now uses that. And I don't need that anymore. RS200. Ooh, this is a nice and thick manual. Or quick start guide. My bad. Attention, blah, 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 blah. Warnings, precautions. Classic quick start guides pointing out some stuff, telling you what the charger does and how it works. How to adjust the trim. Okay. This is the piece of paper included with the 20 tooth pinion gear. It says that the car is included pinion gear is optimized to run on 2S battery, but if running on hot days or on like harder surfaces like grass, then use the 20 tooth. Traxxas could have made this battery tray a lot freaking longer. Look at all this unused space right here. It's literally just chassis support, whereas on the other side there's nothing. So they could have made it a good 2 inches, the battery tray a good 2 inches longer, and moved this battery limit to here. Plastic links. I just noticed this. It's plastic links on the steering. It looks like the plastic heavy-duty drive shafts and A-arms. Actually, everything looks like the heavy-duty plastics from Traxxas, so durability-wise, it should be fine. Okay. The shocks do come with a little bit of a preload spacer on them from the factory. Not a whole lot of metal on this car, I've noticed. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.